Hi, this is Grace. And in a previous video I mentioned that I'm going to make videos about this that I mentioned the other day, about this little mystery, because I want to figure it out, and I only get information piece by piece and it's not making sense. Anyway, I was doing this video, but there was a little mystery going on the road on my left side, and yeah, try concentrating while this mystery is going. Wasn't easy, so I moved, and now I'm going to do this, and it's about, and I'm going to use examples that I've done in the past about normalization of narcissism, okay, and use that to explain not exactly what happened, because I really don't know exactly what happened. You know, I get information, bits and pieces, doesn't tell a story, but here's an example that I'm thinking is, yeah, I'm not really sure if it's a, you know, kind of like a hypothetical, fictional version, okay. In the past, I've done videos on normalization of narcissism, and I mentioned in them, some of them, that many people are taught that it's okay to lie on your resume. Everybody does it. Now, who would be pushing that kind of agenda? Who would be saying that? It would be often someone who does that because they really don't have anything worth putting on their resume. You know, don't lie on your application. This kind, you know, they will say everybody does. Okay, and some people, they just do it because they heard it from somebody else, and so on and so forth. But that is normalization of a kind of narcissism these days. What people call narcissism. Okay, and so many people learn that it's okay to, you know, fudge it a little bit. No, it's not. It's not okay to. And so what happens if your boss decides to check your, you know, that you get hired, but then what happens if this happens? Okay, if, say, your boss, the company you work for, the corporation, whatever it is, they are bought out by somebody else, and that somebody else, their HR, wants to run a background on everybody. You know, maybe when you were hired, they didn't do that extensive, you know, that deep of one. And they now want to check all of your references. Okay, all of them. Your past history, you know, your whole work history. They want to check it out. You know, call them. And of course, you know, if you're like me, where I live, the person who was there you would use it as a reference is no longer there, and you know, because it's like a revolving door jobs, and you know, they might not be able to run, but overall they're going to have something on you. Okay, maybe, you know, that permanent record. There's no such thing as permanent record, but yeah, these days, you know, with computers and stuff like that. So just think about it. You lied on your resume, and they're going to check your references. They're going to check your work history. Yeah, they're going to do a background check on you. So, yeah. A little deeper into this. Say somebody who's done that, who is very narcissistic or histrionic or combination, cluster B, whatever, has this kind of behaviors, and they believe they're above it all. They believe that nothing is ever going to touch them. They don't need to. They don't have to pay attention to the rules and laws, whatever kind, social, whatever. They don't have to. And to them, no, the rules are meant to be broken, you know. And whatever they choose to do, they can do. No, you can't. Not legally. And, or socially, you know, some of them can catch up with you, like lying on your resume. And that happens, that this person is having a background check done. And now, here's the thing that I mentioned in another video. What if this person is lying? What if this person is saying that they're going to have a background check, but they're not? They're setting it up so they can quit work, you see, and not have to ever work again. That's an option. I mean, that's a what could be. So they can't work again. Then they say, well, I can't get hired because I had that job for so many years, and that was my latest reference, and I'm never going to get a job, so they don't have to work again, and they can sponge off of somebody else. Okay. That's what I meant in that video before. So how do they use something that is like what the karma, bad karma catching up with them, they're using it to still benefit from. Now, someone would say that they're never going to admit that they did anything wrong in that kind of situation, and they probably wouldn't. They would probably say, well, that's what I was told to do. They're going to put it, somehow externalize it, that it was something or somebody else, or that person was just, that company is just this, or, they'll find a way, like I said, to make it external. It's not their fault. They didn't do anything wrong. To them, they didn't do anything wrong. Lying on their resume was not wrong. They were told to do this. Not on and on, It's not going to be that they're wrong. So, now this is part of the little bits and pieces I've received, and I don't know if I'm going to actually do it as a series or not, because I don't know if I'm going to hear anything else. But I do want to state what I do here. And I want to see, is this what this person is doing? Is setting it up to be able to say, well, I can't work, so she doesn't have to work. She doesn't have to. She can't find, she'll never be able to find a job because, that was her reference, like I said. But anyway, so I don't know if I want to do a series or not. But I do want to get this part out. Anyway, that's enough for this video. For now, if you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you're watching another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.